All right. Hello, everyone. Surprise. Here we are again. Welcome back to another episode of the Knit State of Mind podcast. This is episode 42. And I'm Wanda.
And I'm Heather.
And apparently, we seem to be seasonal podcasters because I realized, both of us realized before we came on, last season was winter. It was the new year. And it's now March 27th, and it's spring.
So
And
this is a quarterly knitting podcast coming to you from up and down the West Coast.
completely not planned, but it works out. It kind of makes some sense.
I kind of like it. I've seen other podcasters who do like quarterly goals or whatever. I'm not really that into goals, but it is nice to think about it quarterly. It's like a smaller unit. It's not a whole year, but it's not a month, which sometimes I don't get. Yeah. Anyway.
I mean, we're still making an appearance, and I can speak for myself. The projects I've been working on take time, and so quarterly feels good. Who knows? Who knows, right? Our next one, but I think a lot of it is just also trying not to feel, for me, trying not to feel the pressure to record frequently and constantly be making that's kind of not aligned with the pace that
Right.
I'm moving at right now. So,
Yeah.
but I think we have some goodies to share.
Ooh. Yeah.
You're wearing several
I
knits.
am. And I'll talk about this first because then I can take it off. First of all, spoiler alert, last time we talked about how I was going to finish my whips from like pre 2022. This is my list of things. This is 2026. I have finished nothing from before this year. It's all new stuff. Anyways, this is Jaunty by Andrea Mowry. I think this has been sweeping the internet, but I did for Christmas. My dad got me the kit with the yarn from Wandering Flock. So this is Wandering Flock. What is it? Wandering Flock Fluff. In the color Poppy, I think. Let me just check my notes. Yeah. And it's Jaunty. So it came out super cute, really feels fun to knit. I would definitely knit this again with it's one of those where you just knit half and then increase and then you decrease, so you could knit it with anything.
Yeah. I'm trying to see the stitch pattern. Is that
I think it's half fisherman's rib.
half fisherman's?
Yeah.
So good. I have yet to knit anything half fisherman's.
Yeah.
And that color is delicious and for this time of year.
But it's also very hot because this fluffy stuff is like alpaca and I don't know. But anyway, that's Jaunty.
Nice.
I've got a few other things, but you want to alternate on finished objects? I don't know how many you have.
Is your cardigan?
Oh, this is a very, very old. I think this is before we even started podcasting that I made this. This is, I didn't look it up. This is a hokey Locatelli pattern.
Oh, sorry.
Oh gosh.
I just realized, I'm like, I'm using that mug.
Look, also my hair is doing something crazy.
Wait, you got this for me.
I think so, yeah.
Years ago.
I think, yeah. So this is a hokey Locatelli pattern. I want to say it's called Like a Cloud. It was like sweeping the internet in like 2018, 2019. But I think the original pattern was designed to be knit with like mohair, fingering weight, or lace weight and mohair or something. But it's knit with 2 strands of Classic Elite alpaca lace, which I think is I think Classic Elite doesn't exist anymore. But anyways, I love it. I wear it all the time. Honestly, this is probably one of my most worn cardigans. It's like a long line. It goes down to like, the thigh, but
yeah. It's one of those. Nice. I'm loving all of the textures right now. So the texture caught my eye.
No, this is a good pad. This was one of those where I just had this yarn. I had gotten it on sale and I had been seeing the pattern and it was, you know how it is when everybody's knitting something and I was like, ugh, why is everyone making that? And then all of a sudden I was like, that's what I could do with my lace weight yarn is double it. And of course, this is like the thing I wear all the time. So
Yeah. See, that worked out.
yeah,
It was popular for a reason. It wasn't just a fad in this case,
right.
right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I have 3 FOs and 2 whips.
Ooh.
Wait, what about you? I'm like, that's probably nothing compared to Heather.
I have like multiples. So I have a few different pairs of socks. Yeah, well, why don't we alternate and I'll show my things that are all the same, like together.
Together. Okay. So, and I have a surprise first. Okay.
Ooh.
So I'm also, this is old, but I'm wearing something I made. I
Okay.
think I made it in the fall. I think I finished it in the fall. So, not knitting, but sewing.
Oh, yay.
So this dress, I'm wearing a dress. Let me see if I can.
Oh, I had no idea that that was what dress that you made.
You can kind of
That's
see
so
it,
great.
and it has pockets.
That's fantastic. I love that fabric. I was actually thinking when we got on, I was like, oh, I love Wanda's shirt. It's not a shirt.
Like, just trying to show you some of the details.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I think I finished this in the fall. Because Anyway, it is the fabric I got from Goodwill for maybe like $4.
Oh my gosh.
Maybe $6. I can't remember. And when I looked at the tag, it's 100% cotton, and it's a duvet cover from IKEA, apparently. So I was just like, Goodwill. I was like, I want to try this, like looking at finding fabric, thrifting fabric, basically, because fabric adds up. And I was like, oh, I like this. And then I looked and I was like, oh, wait, it's IKEA. And then I looked it up. I was like, oh, wait, it's an IKEA duvet cover, but it totally works. Anyway, so this was, I'm still a newbie sewer, but it's called the Delft dress by Madswick Studio. And what do I say? It just has a bunch of gathers, so that was new and challenging. So it's like layers. So this is gathered. You do the whole thread thing to pull it, and then same here. It's a layer in the back and front of gathers. You can't really see the full effect.
I mean, I'm nodding like I know, but it's only because they're always doing that on the British Sewing Bee.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember if I saw that before or after, but I was like, oh, I know how to do that now. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing. It looks amazing. On the yoke, it's like the two different, is that how the duvet was, or did you cut pieces to get the color to go like that?
So the duvet, this is one section.
Okay.
But I was intentional about my cutting. So this is like one piece here, but this is all together. And then the sleeves are each one piece. And then the back was separate too. So I tried to cut it in a way that made sense. And you see, this was another section that I cut. And then the skirt is pretty big.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, it looks great. I mean, the pattern placement definitely looks intentional. That's why I was asking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Oh no, that is awesome. Every time I see the stuff you made, it makes me want to learn how to sew clothes someday.
Join us. All right, so that's done.
Well, maybe I'll show my other. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. Yep.
I was just gonna say I'll show my other non-knitting thing, since you just showed your non-knitting thing. So this is a super old, not super old, but cross stitch that I finished years ago, and I finally got it framed. Oh, I got it framed at Michael's.
Oh, it looks so good.
Yeah. So this is a pattern. I know the designer is Stichonomy. I forget the name, but I will put it in the show notes. And it's just 28 count Monaco DMC. But yeah, I'm so happy with how it looks framed.
It looks so good. That's
So
what I could see myself making. I love all the plants.
yeah. And this pattern, they have like multiple different versions of it where the pots are different colors. So you can, I mean, obviously you could just pick your own colors, but they also have different versions where you can choose colors they've selected.
Oh, see, so that's fun.
Yeah.
Do you have a place where you're hanging it up, or?
Well, I originally was going to hang it in my bedroom because I have another, like a poster in there with similar colors, but now I'm thinking I might actually put it here in the living room. I don't know. We'll see.
Okay.
Framing it was half the battle.
I hear you. Keep me posted.
Yeah, I will. And shout out to my local Michaels because they did a really nice job framing it. So,
yeah. Nice. Never got anything framed at Michael's.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So should I share the big dog or?
Yeah, let's just go for it.
Ease us in. Because I feel like two of my FOs are kind of like. Anyway, the other thing is we're off season. So all of my FOs are meant to be worn in the winter, but maybe I'll get some chilly evenings or something. All right. So this will probably, at least for me, I would say this is probably going to be the most exciting thing I show today.
Yes. And it kind of goes with your dress, actually.
We have a black and white theme going, a black and cream theme going. So I'll just try to show you. Oh yeah, I can step back. That's the sleeve and the front. I could have put it on, but it's not like you would be able to fully see it anyway. So
Not so good.
thank you. So if you watched our January episode, I had started this, right? Had I started? I think I had started.
So, yeah, I think so.
So this is the Edda sweater or Edda, Edda in English. That's how I would pronounce it. By Hannah. Hannah. Let's just say Hannah. What's her first name? Oh, Han. I don't know these languages.
She's a Scandinavian, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Hanne Rimmen. Um, yeah, and I knit it with. So we're a little unprepared. Where are my notes? I don't have notes. I don't do notes. The Gilpin yarn. It's 100% wool. It's really nice. When I bought it at Avenue Yarns. They said that it ends up after it blocks, it ends up feeling like cashmere.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not 100% sure I know what cashmere is, but it feels really nice. It's a DK weight yarn. The pattern originally uses Isagur, and it requires you to hold two strands. But it was an interesting and different construction for me. I think they call it like it's like a European neck or shoulder. But this is the okay. So this is the back, and you start here, and you basically knit some, like I don't know if you can see these lines. So you're knitting across to a certain length, and then you pick up on the sides here, if you see that, and then you start knitting front.
And then I've knit a few patterns like that, and then the shoulder seam is actually kind of behind your shoulder.
Yeah, exactly. The seam is a little bit down behind. And then you knit until it's the same length, and you do some shaping and join in the round, and then it's a drop shoulder essentially, and pick up for the sleeves, and then you pick up for the neckline. I was playing yarn chicken. I should have grabbed the little ball I had left, and so there are two stabilizing rounds before doing Italian bind off. And so I did it for the neck and the body. I mean, the neck and the sleeves, but I was afraid I was going to run out of yarn. So I did the ribbing in black, and
Mm-hmm.
then I didn't do the stabilizing stitches. I just bound off with the Italian bind off. But I had a little ball like this left, and I actually think it would have been enough to do the stabilizing stitches, and I kind of wish I had done them. It doesn't look that different from the collar and sleeves and bottom. Before I blocked it, it was curling, but when I put it on, it's not. But it's just kind of in my head. In my head, I know it doesn't have the thickness and the stabilization that it would have had. But yeah, it's super cute. I wish you all could see it on, but I'll take some pictures
Yeah.
soon and try to post it.
Yeah. I'm curious, how much ease does the body have? It's
I
not
should have
like it's fitting,
I
right?
should measure, but it's a little. There's some ease. It's comfortable. It's not too big. I could tell you what the pattern calls for with ease, but
I
it's
was just
not
curious.
fitted. It's not fitted. Yeah.
I know that was a labor of love too, with the because I think last time we talked about knitting the colorwork flat.
Oh yes, thanks for. When you finish, you just completely forget. Um, but the first when you start, right, the beginning is a slog. Yes, we did text about that.
Mhm.
Um, and you're knitting flat for a bit, so there's all of that purling and color work. But then once you're in the round,
Yeah.
it's it actually becomes tedious because it's basically stockinette, but the color work helps a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the main body is on US sevens, and um, let's see if she says we can transition while I look for if it says the ease.
All right, let me get out I'll get out my.
It doesn't say on the main Ravelry page, but
Okay. No, I was just curious. I'll get out oh, well, this is almost an FO, but we're gonna count it as an FO.
okay. Oh yay!
This is probably my most exciting one. This is the Sunde sweater by Anne Fiskum Sunde. And it is, as you can see, it's a raglan. But what I really love about this is I mean, obviously you could do the stripes however you want, but the pattern called for the stripes to be done in this particular sequence,
Mhm.
which I won't give away because it's a paid for pattern, but it really is like the perfect striping sequence with like the thicker stripe and the narrower stripe.
Yeah.
Um, and it's like a folded over collar. And then, the sleeves are like a kind of a balloon, not balloon, but they're more or less straight. And then you taper it down at the cuff.
Yeah. Are there any decreases?
What's that?
Are there
Maybe a few. I think there are a few at the beginning, and
Mhm.
then it's straight for most of it, and then yeah. So I knit this out of a yarn called Swans Island Pure Blends Fingering. It's like mostly merino wool, but some alpaca or vice versa. It's alpaca and wool. And then Knit Picks Aloft Fingering in the color oat is the main color. And then this orangish color is a combination of some Sundara yarns. The color is called Gingered Peach. It's like an orange color, and then some Knit Picks Aloft that was more of a pink.
Oh, okay.
When you
Yeah.
put it together, it just looks
I
orange.
like I
Yeah.
like it. It looks pinkish on screen.
Oh, really? Yeah. In real life, I mean, it's kind of an orangish pink. It's still peachy. I mean,
Yeah.
the original, let's see, I have it right here.
Peachy makes sense. Oh, look, a granny square blanket.
Granny's blanket. The original is like this color.
Oh,
So
Oh, that's a nice color.
I guess it's a little bit lighter.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, I am very happy with this. Excuse me while I get reorganized here. um, it's supposed to have, you know, a little bit of ease, and it already fits, but I think when I block it, it's just going to get that much more. It's going to be perfect. Let's see, what else do I want to say? The reason it's not done yet, well, two things. One is I realized I finished it on Wednesday, and I knew we were recording today, and I knew I couldn't get it blocked by then, so I just kind of was like, so I need to weave in the ends, and I'll show you. So the color changes on the back, and you can see I've done the ends for these first two stripes.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can see down below there, it's kind of messy because I haven't.
Oh,
so
yeah.
It does take some like thoughtfulness to weave the ends in to make the stripe look nice on the back, and I just was late to do that. So
yeah,
I'll probably finish that up this weekend and block it, and hopefully we'll get a cold day.
hopefully, right?
So anyway, here's
nice. I love it. I love it. I love it. I need a striped sweater. Well, I guess I have. This is a stripe episode. I have vertical stripes.
You did, yeah.
Oh,
so I definitely recommend the pattern, and we'll see if I really like the fit of this. I might make another one.
Right on, right on. So I guess this also is kind of going in the order of completion. That's what's making sense. So in terms of most recent, so the sweaters were most recent for us, right?
Yeah.
And then, so Heather and I, on our own, not with the podcast, did a slippers make along. Hope you were prepared for this. I made one pair. Oh, you made two. Okay, great. So, oh God, what are my slippers called? Oh, they're the.
No, let me pull up mine. By the way, I'm looking off to the side because I have Ravelry pulled up here because I have no notes.
Yeah, same. So, oh wait, I think. So these are the Mirabelle slippers, and I just need to find the maker really quickly. The designer. I'm the maker. Oh yeah, what are you doing? I hate when the autocorrect. I'm like, no, I said Mirabelle.
Well, Ravelry's autocorrect is terrible.
Oh, see, another name I'm gonna have a hard time with. Kasha Ruorella. It will be in the show notes.
Mm-hmm.
The Mirabelle slippers. It's actually a free pattern. She's Swedish, I think. And so these are the slippers. This is the top. I guess I could also hold it. This is like the side view.
Is the toe part color work or mosaic, or is it stranded color work, or is it mosaic?
It's mosaic. So a little bit about it, and then this is the bottom and the sides. I guess you would get a better feel if they were on, but anyway. And that's like if I did it from the side.
Yeah.
They're cool. They're really cool. And they feel nice. So it's knit. I use Lanas Light. Is that Berroco?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Berroco Lanas Light, held double. It's a DK pattern. And it's on a 2.5 needle. US 2.5.
So it's pretty. I mean, I guess that makes sense because you want them to be sturdy, right?
Yeah. And I'm trying to remember the construction. I feel like I did this part first. Mm-hmm. I can't remember how I did it.
Well, then maybe you started going around. I don't know either.
And then I did this part. I can tell you I did this part. I can't remember how the bottom came along. Or if I started on the bottom.
I think you
started on the bottom.
I think you did, because I remember you knitting that rectangle. I don't know.
I think it may have been this.
Yeah.
And then this. And then it somehow, I don't remember Oh, and then I did have to pick up stitches at some point. Anyway, really cool pattern. This is all slip stitch, and then you decrease for the toe. And I love the feel of them. I haven't worn them because I guess you could wear slippers any time of the year,
Yeah.
but they're cozier when it's cold.
Yeah.
Haven't woven in the ends yet. And I'm sorry, y'all, I can't tell you the colors, but it's the teal and
Yeah.
like a grayish color.
We'll see if we can find it and put it in the show notes.
Yeah.
That I could find it.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. That would be great.
Yeah.
Is that it? That's all we need to know?
Yep.
I haven't blocked them yet, and I haven't woven it.
I mean, are you going? I'm not going to block.
Oh, I don't need to block them. Okay.
Maybe because it has color work. I'm definitely not blocking these.
Tell us about yours.
Okay, mine. The pattern is Recluse by Lisa Much. It's also a free pattern. It's meant to be knit with like DK held double or bulky or something like that. This pair is knit with fingering weight held quadruple, 4 strands, I think. Yeah. This yarn is the Small Bird Workshop Covey, which is like a hemp and wool blend. And I ran out at the very end, and I had to add in a little bit of another color that was similar, just from like scraps, which you can kind of tell, but not very much. But yeah. So these, you start at the toe and you increase, and then you knit in the round for a bit, and then you separate and knit it flat, and then just like 3 needle bind off the heel.
Both garter stitch.
Both garter stitch.
Garter stitch in these slippers.
Yeah, they're so squishy. They were really fast because they're so bulky. Like I knit them on a 9. I think the pattern calls for like an 11 or something, but I knit them on a 9 and a US size 9. I don't know how many millimeters that is. So that's that pair. And then this pair I did with either a DK or a worsted held double. This is like a Rowan superwash that I made a sweater out of a while ago. I'll put the exact, I'm sure it's discontinued, but I'll put the exact details down below. Same thing. And I haven't worn them either because my intention was for me to have them in a basket for like guests to wear. Yeah. So, yeah. But I mean, I put them on to see if they'd fit, but.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like we both had chatted about that, wanting something for folks to slip on. And I'm trying to remember because we basically had a cast on party. And did you finish one of those? You didn't finish one of those.
I think I finished it the same day, but not when we were actually. I think I finished it like later that same day.
Yeah. So pretty cool.
Yeah.
So I have one more FO.
Great.
How's it looking for you?
Yeah, I have some socks and then one other thing. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll share. The first thing, I guess this is the first thing I finished in the new year. Was it the new year? Yeah, it was because we priced it in the new year. Again, out of season.
Oh, finally, the mitten. I like those.
Did you see these?
No, and I know you were looking for like just the right pattern that you wanted to do. So.
Oh well, that's fine. At least you haven't seen them. I feel like I finished them such a long time ago. I wore them maybe twice, and now they've been in a basket. So I finally settled on a pair. They're bigger than I would have wanted. So when I put it on, it's a little funky.
Yeah, that seems fine to me.
I wanted them to come down to my. Oh yeah, it looks kind of nice.
Yeah.
I wanted them to come down to my wrist. So these are, I'm going to remember this. The Garter Snake. I think they're called the Garter Snake mittens and they're by Lavagna Patricella.
Okay.
I don't know why this isn't wanting to pull up. Yep, Garter Snake mitts. And I used leftover yarn. So the black, I think, was, oh God. From my twigs. What yarn did I use for my twigs? It was that really nice yarn. Bichabouche. I'm pretty sure this is the Bichabouche. So this is fingering weight yarn. And then the red is left over from another sweater. Well, the red orange is called, the color is paprika. Oh, Isayer.
Oh, okay.
The Isayer tweed.
Mm-hmm.
So, and so this bottom part, I kind of like, do I have these on backwards? I might have these on backwards.
The bottom part brioche.
The bottom part is brioche. And then I'm guess this is garter. I somehow alternated colors. I can't remember. I'm so sorry. But it's cool. It took me forever to decide on a pattern. And I was like, you know what? I like these. I still have lots of knit patterns saved, but it's not knit season anymore. So this is the way it's meant to be worn. I had it on backwards.
Yeah, I like those a lot. Those, and they're just a little bit different, That's fun. Yeah.
So yeah.
All right.
Cozy and warm.
Yeah. Nice.
I finally made some mitts.
Okay, I have several pairs of socks that I'll just show quickly, and then one other thing. So I was actually thinking, like, I haven't been making as many socks this year, but then when I actually went down the list, I was like, I've actually made 4 pairs of socks.
Well, let's see them.
I forgot that I had made them this year, and I wore them yesterday, so they're a little stretched out. I do the thing where I have, at the beginning of the year, I put 12 skeins of sock yarn that I've had for a long time in little fabric baggies that I have, and then I just pick one out every month to make socks with it, to just try to work through that old stack.
Yeah.
So this is one pair. I did these in January. It's just, this was, now I'm going to forget, and let's see. I'm not going to look it up, but anyway, it's a sock yarn. We talked about it last time. I thought it was non-superwash, but it actually is superwash.
Oh.
And I forget, but I'll put it down below. Anyway, it's just a gray, but it is kind of like more woolly, toothier for a superwash yarn. But anyways, I like those. Those are, obviously I just wore them yesterday, so.
Everyday wear.
This is a pair of socks I made for a friend of mine. I had been at like a third friend had a dinner party, and this other friend of mine was there and was like very fascinated with I was knitting socks at the time, and so I made him his own pair of socks.
Nice.
This is the Backyard Chickens collection from oh my gosh, I'll look it up in a minute. I totally have forgotten the name of the dyer. It's just not coming to me. But anyway, so yeah, there's those.
Speckled yarn. You don't usually do. You don't do speckled too often.
No, and that's why I just like the colors I thought he would like, and I'll hold that thought about my dislike of speckled yarn. These are some socks for me. These are like they're actually tweedy, not speckled. This is a yarn from Sweet Sparrow Yarns. Oops.
Are those like purple or?
Yeah, they're like kind of like a lavender color.
Yeah.
They kind of almost look gray because they're like more of a gray leaning lavender. So wear these a lot. Just a 1x1 and then 3x1 rib.
And do you tend to prefer the 3x1 rib?
Yeah, that's when I make socks for myself. What's up?
Because of fit or?
Because of fit, yeah. They don't like slouch down as much. It's just a little more interesting to knit also. Mm-hmm. When I make socks for myself, unless they're striped, I usually do 3x1 rib.
3x1. Oh, okay.
So yeah, so that's those. Heel flap and gusset. That's my usual. And then I made a pair of socks, getting started on my Christmas socks for my dad.
Aww.
They're,
those are nice.
So this is Knit Picks Felici. The color is Painted Hills. I just finished these the other day. These, one of the balls had a knot in it, and it was that annoying thing where then the stripe sequence went backwards after the knot. And so I had to like disassemble the ball of yarn. And anyway, so they mostly match, but then the toe on this one is different because I was like
Put
trying
in some work.
yeah. But that'll be in the
color. I like that color combo for sure. Yeah.
So those are my 4 pairs of socks. Okay, but my last FO does have to do with what I have determined is my dislike of speckled yarn. I feel like speckled yarn has its time and place.
Mm-hmm.
A very lightly speckled yarn I do like for a garment. I used to have a sweater. I don't know if I ever wore it on the podcast. I gave it away because it's too small for me, or it became too small for me, and I gave it away. But I had a sweater I really loved that was cream with black speckles, but it was like very lightly speckled. I did like that for a garment. But I just, especially if the speckles aren't really speckles, but they're more of like little blips, I just don't like it. And maybe it's not speckled, it's variegated yarn that I don't like.
Mm-hmm.
So I like a light speckle.
Yep.
I'm not as in, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so for a sock, it just depends, right? Anyway, it really just depends. And to each their own, right? For me, I don't tend to like it. But I have some skeins. And so, but I realized because I was making a garter stitch blanket, I think I was making a 4 points with some variegated or speckled yarn. And I do think variegated and speckled yarn looks really nice in garter stitch. I think because the garter like breaks it up.
Mm-hmm.
So I pulled out a bunch of skeins that I had that just were too variegated or speckled for me. I didn't think I would like them in anything else. And I decided to make the ubiquitous Sophie scarf.
You made one.
This one I finished. This is actually, so there's 2 patterns. There's the Sophie shawl and the Sophie scarf. I had bought, this is petite knit, in case you don't know. I had bought the Sophie shawl pattern years ago because I was going to make it with something I had left over. And so I just used that pattern, but that calls for like a DK. So I just used it with the yarn that I had. So anyway, I think I'll probably give it to my niece for Christmas because she really likes pink. Hopefully she still likes pink in 9 months.
How old is she?
9.
That seems perfect. Yeah.
So anyway, I made that one. And I didn't love I wanted it to be a little bit shallower. And so I was looking at some pictures online of the Sophie scarf. And what I realized is that the decrease rate is different on the Sophie scarf. So it's shallower. So I started another one that I'll show in a little bit, but I used the decrease rate from the Sophie scarf pattern. So we'll just see. But I do have to say, I know this pattern is like really popular and seems really simple, but it is really fun and easy to knit. And I think it's a nice alternative to socks if you're not a sock knitter and you just like some back and forth.
Yeah. Do you think it would be good for a beginner? Because you have to do increases. So the only other thing you really need to know.
You increase and decrease, and then there's like an I-cord edging, but it's explained well in the pattern. So I do think it would be good for a beginner. Yeah.
Yeah, because I recently taught someone to knit, and people are curious about knitting, and so I just have them do a garter scarf to begin. But I think like having like a shape like that, maybe a second project. I don't know, but
yeah, no, it would be because there's no purling. It's all yeah. Yeah, and I think I'm pretty sure this was a yarn from the Farmer's Daughter Fiber club from maybe last year or the year before. I'll have to look up the exact name, but yeah. Cool. So anyway, now I'm on a Sophie. It took me a while. I'm late to the party, but
this was your first one, right?
First one, yeah. I'm on the Sophie kick now.
That's so hilarious.
All right. That's a lot of FOs. We did a good job in the first quarter.
Who knew? All right. Shall we talk whips?
Yeah. I don't have very many because I've been finishing things.
Yeah, same. I mean, I have two. What did you have? Another Sophie and what else?
I have basically two also, and then I have some plans. Let me just grab my two whips though.
Okay. I have thoughts about plans, but it's really just the other. I have two main. We probably talked about this before. I have two main sweaters quantities of yarn that I've just been sitting and waiting for what to make with them. And it sometimes I'm like, okay, I'm gonna stick to these, and then it changes. Sorry, I have a knot in my yarn and the whip I was about to show.
But that's the fun of it, right? You can change your mind at any time.
Exactly, until
Yep.
I commit to, you know, I can commit and still change. All
Even
right,
after you commit, you could rip it out, right? So anyway,
exactly. All right, let me. This is my first FO. So I am making the Umbria shirt
hmm.
by Cookie the Knitter.
Okay.
It's a spring slash summer. Um, I don't. I makes. I every time I make a spring or summer top, I never really wear it. I don't know what's gonna happen this time. I like them. I like every one that I've made. I just don't wear them. But we'll see. And I thought about getting a different color, but Wanda's attracted to and drawn to what she's drawn to.
Is this good? It's good orange or gold? Yeah. Oh, I
Look
like
at
the
that.
texture on that.
So I'm having a texture moment. So I was drawn to, here's the front. So I'm basically doing rag. There were some, oh my God, short rows. So I did some short rows. I'm done with that. Thank goodness.
Mhm.
And now I'm just doing raglan increases.
Nice. What's it called, you said?
Umbria or Umbria.
I gotta look it up while you're talking so I can see what the finished thing looks
Oh, I
like.
guess I could pull it up. Have we tried showing things on here?
I don't know, but I just have my computer. Oh yeah, I've seen that. I think I favorited it. Yeah.
Oh, did I say it's by Cookie the Knitter?
Mhm. Yeah. I knew it sounded familiar, but now that she has another version with a that's like a collared shirt too.
This is collared.
Okay, there's two of them. There's one called the Umbria collar shirt and one called the Umbria summer top.
Oh, maybe this is what is this one? Let me see. Why is my thing so slow? Um, this one is, oh, it's the summer top. So
Okay.
there's a collared one.
Yeah, there's
There's
like
a
a long
long
sleeve
sleeve.
one too.
Oh, okay. I don't know if folks can see this.
There we go. Yes. Yeah, I like that.
So hopefully I like wearing it because I like it. Hopefully I like wearing it. So it's knit using here's the yarn. It's knitting for olive
So
pure silk.
I have to say I
Sun
have I have not knit with the pure silk from Knitting for Olive, but I did a swatch in their merino for a sweater that I'm making for a friend that I haven't made yet, but I was swatching for. But anyways, I do really love their yarn. They have
Yeah.
yarn.
I've
Yeah.
only, I've used their mohair, and then a friend had bought the merino worsted, I think. The friend I taught to knit, okay, this isn't a big, but the friend I taught to knit, I taught her via Zoom.
Okay.
Um, and then she was working on her first project and she went to New York and she was staying in Brooklyn. So I was like, stop by Brooklyn General. I think I was trying to get her to upgrade her needles because she got some bunk needles from Michaels. And I was like, get the clover bamboos or whatever. Um, and then, of course, I partially did that because I was like, I need to get you into a real yarn store. no, no shade. Like Mike, I studied stuff from Michael's too, but just, and this girl, so then she was in the Bay where I am. She lives in Cali too, but SoCal. And so she came to hang out and she was like, look at what I got from Brooklyn General. And it was like the reddish orange knitting for Olive. She's like, this is for my next scarf. I was like, okay, I got you hooked. But it felt so nice. I'm like, next time I need to buy some yarn, I'm gonna think about them.
They have a really nice color range too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And two of our local yarn stores sell them. My local yarn stores sell it.
Mm-hmm.
Realize it.
Same. Yeah. Okay. So the Umbria top looks great. I'm the same. I don't ever wear my summer tops either. Maybe we can have a challenge to wear our summer tops.
To wear our summer tops. Size 4. All right.
Okay, I'm working on 2 things. This is my next Sophie. This is another
variegated.
Maybe that yarn wasn't. No. Okay, this is a variegated. I was just trying to remember. It's another, same deal. I just started the decreases. This is also Sweet Sparrow yarns. I don't know what the color is called, but I'll put it in the show notes.
Nice.
And yeah, it's just nice. It's kind of sparkly. I don't know if it probably isn't going to show really on screen, but yeah. So that's the Sophie obsession continues.
So that's the scarf or the shawl? That's the scarf.
It's the scarf, but I'm making it
different.
I'm making it longer. I just marked when I wound up the yarn. I just marked where half of the yarn was.
Got it.
I'm just increasing until I get halfway and then increasing. But I think I have 2 more skeins that I pulled out. The next one, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold it double and then just knit like the small scarf version.
Oh.
That'll just like wrap around your neck once.
Yeah.
Sort of like, yeah.
Got it.
Anyway, we're just experimenting here. I'm knitting this on size 2 needles. Carbons, and clover bamboo are my 2 favorite types of needles.
Nice.
And then I'll just show my last one because I just have it sitting right here. I am still working on the All Good dress. I think I had showed
I haven't seen it. Have I seen it?
I think I showed it in our last episode. I had just gotten to the point where I had put the stitches for the body on hold.
Oh.
And all I've really done since then is I did one sleeve and then I blocked it to make sure that the sleeve, that's the back, that the sleeve join was going to come out. And I think it came out looking pretty nice.
That looks good.
You do a folded hem, and the hem keeps wanting to like fold back on itself, but hopefully when I take out this lifeline, that'll fix itself. But anyway, so now I just finally actually just this week picked up the other sleeve.
Nice.
And then I need to figure out what I'm going to do because I definitely don't have enough yarn even to make it tunic length. So I'm going to have to order some more yarn or make it color blocked. I don't know, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. So,
dye lot. The only concern is the dye lot.
What's that?
The only issue is the dye lot.
No, it's so the pattern is the All Good Dress by Magdalena Parker. The yarn is Knit Picks Palette, Raspberry Heather, I think. But yeah, I mean it is Knit Picks Palette, so even if it's a different dye lot, it'd probably be pretty similar.
Probably will. Their dyeing is consistent. Yeah.
So we'll see. But I have 3 more balls still to knit for the body before I get to that point. So
okay.
Anyway,
that's a commitment.
Good color though.
I like the color. Yes.
All right, what else are you working on?
Oh, I just flashed it apparently, but you weren't looking.
I wasn't looking.
But let me see if I find. I'm like, what yarn is this again? Oops, sorry for the crinkling. The balls of yarn are so big. Oh, I know what it is though. Okay, I know what it is. It's a surprise for you
Okay.
and our viewers. I just love surprises.
I know.
Okay, I'll show you the yarn I'm using. And
That you
then
made the dress you're wearing. That was the biggest surprise. Okay.
I think this is going to be a surprise too. Okay, and this is the other thing I love doing. I love making Heather guess. So I'm going to show you the yarn I'm using. And we'll see if it sparks something for you to kind of figure out what I'm making.
I think I did see a glimpse of it, and it was something with granny stripes. Am I right about that? I saw it out of the corner of my eye.
I'm finally. Oh wait, I talked to you about wanting to recently.
I think so, yeah.
Okay. So I've had this yarn forever to make a crochet blanket, and I had started it. Oh, actually, I can show you. This is like years old. And then for some reason, this was just annoying me and like having to join in the new colors. But it was crochet mitered. Oh, but I'm looking at it and I like it. But I'm going to rip this all out.
Yeah.
It was
use it as a scarf.
It was going to be a crochet mitered corners. But I'm going to rip it out because I'm going to use the yarn in this blanket. But yeah, I finally am using the yarn and making a granny stripe blanket. Yeah, and I've had this yarn just sitting forever. So I'm trying to mostly work from stash. And so this will hopefully use up all of this yarn.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it
I like the color combo. That'll look nice on your couch too. Isn't your couch kind of that cream color?
Yeah, the couch is the cream color. So the goal is to have a collection of blankets. So I have 2 more rows in the knit mitered corner, the Pearl Soho one. I just woven the ends for the last one, and so then I'll add this, and we'll see what else. I'll probably use some fingering scraps to make something else. But yeah, nice. At first I was like, I really hate this blue, because you should have seen it without it. But it's I like it. I like it. I think it creates balance.
Mm-hmm.
You need some other light. I have to look up. I don't know how you weave in crochet ends. Do you know how you weave in crochet ends? Hello?
It was me texting you that you froze, but maybe it was me that froze.
I think I froze or one or both. You're fuzzy for me.
Okay, you're fuzzy for me, so somebody who knows. Okay.
So anyway, because I was asking you a question and I was like, I know Heather has an answer to this, but she's not responding. I said I have to look up. You just kind of do it. Yeah. And I would love to put a border.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, that's it for me. But we had some non-knit stuff this week.
I know.
Cross-stitch. We covered some terrain, cross stitch, sewing, and crochet.
Knitting, crochet. Yeah. I have. Do you want to share your plans? I did bring something for my plans, or 2 things.
Well, my non-committal plan. So I'll tell you so I need to figure out more spring, summer stuff. So sorry, folks. I know it's spring, but I'm off season. Mm-hmm. But I have a new thought. There's always a new thought for this yarn. So I have 2 main sweaters quantities of yarn. I think I've probably shown this before. Again, and Wanda mustard. It is what it is, right?
Ooh, Loft, that's precious too, because that's discontinued or
yeah.
No, yeah.
So I'm like, I want to like what I make with it, but I had just I had just started a podcast watching someone earlier today, and so the new I didn't save it. Oh wow, I can't tell you what it was. I thought I had added it to my favorites, but I didn't. Oh god, what was it called? Dang. And
Okay,
I'm
while you look for that.
afraid of doing it on the computer because you go.
Okay, while you look for that. So after I made my Sunde sweater, I can't reach it. My original plan forever and ever, because I had a ton of that cream colored, like fingering weight yarn. My original plan was to make the Sunde sweater and then make a ranunculus with the leftover cream colored yarn. But I still want to make ranunculus, but then the other day I got it in my head that instead I should make it with the Sandnes Garn Lena.
Ooh, yeah, summer.
Summary. So that I'm gonna finally make. This is my episode of making patterns that are sweeping the nation. So I've never made ranunculus. It's gonna happen with this. This is actually not a great color for me. It's too cool tone, but I still like it. It's very bright. Jelly bean green. So I'm gonna make a jelly bean green ranunculus.
That works. Did the screen mess up just now, or is it fine?
It's fine for me.
Okay, because I went back to try to look at my history. Anything else? Have you made ranunculus? Wait, sorry.
No, I never made it. I bought the pattern several years ago and I was gonna make one and then I never did it. Okay. So I know.
Nice.
I have not ever done it. The other thing I have planned is I'm gonna make some color work socks that I've made before. These floral color socks.
Oh, those are cute.
And I made these years ago with like a green and orange. And I was wearing them the other day and I just thought, I really love these socks. I'm going to make some in a different color combo. So I'm going to make them with, I just wound up the yarn with, the main color is going to be this cream color. And then this is like a purple blue.
Oh yeah, I can see it better when you come up close.
Yeah. So that's it. Did you figure out what that pattern's called?
I'm trying to see if it's in their show notes. I forgot. Sorry, it's not in there. I know I had pulled it up, and I don't know. I can't. It's not coming. I'm like, I don't know where I looked. It's not showing up in my history or anything.
And you're going to have to rewatch your podcast to figure out.
I didn't finish it. It was mid-podcast, and then I got distracted. I was like, oh, that looks cute there. And I did this whole search. But anyway, the other pattern I'm going to make, I don't have the yarn in here with me, but I have some Pearl Soho Good Wool. I've probably shown it before. It's like a green color. And I want a simple, I just want a simple sweater. It's sport weight. Mm-hmm. And so I keep going, like 1 minute I'm like, just do it. Like the Colette, it's called the Colette tee. Mm-hmm. And I like the design of the sleeves. And so I think I'm going to make it, but I've like, people have kind of complained about the pattern. I have the pattern actually. Mm-hmm. There's some reason why I keep going back and forth in terms of just like starting it. But in terms of what I want to use that yarn for, I look at that pattern and I look at that yarn and that's what I want. Mm-hmm. So if I could find something similar, maybe I'd actually cast it on. So anyway.
Yeah. We can do what we want.
We can do what we want.
You froze again, or I froze.
To be continued? Are we frozen? Well, we want to wrap up the podcast. So once we unfreeze, hello.
Hello.
Okay. I think we're wrapping up now. I think it's telling us it's time to go.
All right. Well, it's been great chatting with all of you, and thanks for watching. And we'll see you again next quarter. I don't know. Next season.
hopefully at least by next season,
Yeah.
and we'll see. All
All right.
right.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.